Assalamu alaikum. Hope that you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I like to discuss about super carp fattening. That is the different methods of fish culture that we maintain or try to culture. One of the extensive caretaking and I think it is very much beneficial culture practice, that is super carp fattening. Today I will discuss about the super carp fattening. One of the methods, that is super carp fattening. You know, the carp fattening derived from the term beef fattening. We the farmers, we are somewhere involved with the beef fattening. Like this, some of the farmers also they accept the method of super carp fattening. There is a carp fattening in which there are about 10 to 12 or 13, even 14 number of fishes are released in pond having maximum size, and it is maintained for several months. It may be 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, 14 months. But today I will discuss in front of you about a super carp fattening. And one of my followers, he is also my student of training, fish culture training. From Rajshahi, I visited his project last month, that is 22nd October. What he does or what he did in his pond, I will discuss you. The history is that এখানটায় মূলত কাতলা এবং রুই, কিছু মৃগেল, এইটা উনি স্টক করছেন। এখানটায় সবচেয়ে যেটা ব্যাপার সেটা হলো যে উনি সার প্রয়োগের ব্যাপারটাও কম করছেন। খাবার প্রয়োগের মাধ্যমে এই মাছের যেটা প্রয়োজন মেটানোর সাপেক্ষে পানির কালারটাকে উনি ধরে রাখার চেষ্টা করছেন এবং উনি এটাতে সফল। এখানটায় আর কিছু ঘাস, খড় এগুলি উনি প্রয়োগ করে থাকেন এবং এখানকার ওনার যেটা টার্গেট, সেই টার্গেটটা হচ্ছে মাছের সাইজটাকে বড় করা এবং সেই সাপেক্ষে আপনার বাজার যে দরটা ধরা, এই দরটা ধরাই ওনার টার্গেট। কাতলা মাছের সাইজটা আপনারা নিশ্চয়ই দেখতেছেন, এখানটা খুব সুন্দর। আপনারা এখানটা দেখলে প্রাণ জুড়ায় যাওয়ার মতন অবস্থা। প্রায় 12 জন কর্মচারী এই জাল টানতেছেন। এখানে কাতলার সাইজটা প্রায় 12 কেজি প্লাস এবং আপনারা দেখলে বুঝতে পারতেছেন যে এখানটায় সাইজটা কী রকমের আসছে। কার্প ফ্যাটেনিংটাই হচ্ছে ওনার মূল ব্যাপার। এখানটায় লাইফ রিস্ক বলা চলে এক প্রকার, যে যারা মাছ ধরতেছে তাদের জন্য এক প্রকার লাইফ রিস্ক বলা যেতে পারে। ইন্না লিল্লাহি ওয়া ইন্না ইলাইহি রাজিউন। আল্লাহ, এই ছেলেটার অবস্থা কঠিন খারাপ। হ্যাঁ, মাছ ধরা কাকে বলে, মাছের সাইজ কাকে বলে, মাশাআল্লাহ মাশাআল্লাহ মাশাআল্লাহ। MashaAllah, 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 Allah, MashaAllah, 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 MashaAllah. মাছের সাইজ একদম ঠিক আছে, একদম রাইট, এই তো চাই। History is that firstly he prepared his pond with 2 to 2.5 kg lime, that is calcium oxide, during the time of pond preparation. At first, per decimal, you know, per decimal is 435.6 square feet is 1 decimal, and 33 decimal indicates 1 bigha of pond, and this is well cultured in well practiced in Bangladesh. He is Mr. Mustafizur Rahman Manjal. Professionally he is principal in some college, Rajshahi Shujauddola College, and he is also a political person, but besides this he also practiced with the fish culture. What he did, he first just dropped 2.2 to 2.5 kg of lime, that is calcium oxide, in his pond, and to make the pond suitable for the fish culture. Because what is the requirement of the lime, we have to know. The requirement of lime is to help the decomposition of the fecal matter that is released by the different type of organisms and the fishes, and as it is a great factor, hindering factor, which develop different type of problems in pond, that is the fecal matter with urine. The fecal matter consists of organic substances, but urine consists maximum ammonia. Will reduce the ammonia or convert the ammonia using other methods, but the decomposition of the fecal matter is very much necessary, and the lime helps the decomposition. How it occurs, you know, when the deposition of organic substances is more and more, then the pH of the water falls and bacteria cannot decompose. So to help the bacteria, we apply lime, and the maximum, certainly this is within the limit, the maximum support of lime helps the bacteria to decompose, I think, all the decomposable substances those are present in the ponds. And this gentleman, I will show you the video of his netting for sampling purpose, what he shown me. What he did just after the application of lime, he released the fishes, you can say, or you can say it, the restocking, and the fingerling size or the releasing size was 1.5 kg per fishes, in which he released per decimal 4 Labiorohita, that is Rui, 2 Mrigala, that is Chirina Mrigala, 1 Katla, near about 1 Katla, that is he released per bigha of 33 decimal. He released 35 Katla, and within 1, that is the next one, that was combination of silver carp, bighead and black carp, and his average releasing number was 8, in which he applied the molasses for the management of the ammonia every month, which was 50 gram per decimal, and 200 gram lime and 200 gram salt per decimal, and he fed the fishes, that is near about 1 to 1.5% of its body weight, and he maintained also other managements like the aquatic weeds, and if there be any problem he mitigated it, and he maintained the management near about almost 18 months, and in which he often observed the color of water and tried to maintain the color of water by using the feed. You know, if the color of water after feeding the fish be transparent or be turbid, then it means that the deficiency of feed, and if there be more and more greenish color, then it will indicate that the excess of feed, and if there be most standard greenish color, then it will indicate the amount applied, the amount of feed is applied for the fishes, and the consumption rate is quite okay. He maintained this, and after 18 months he started to harvest, in which he fixing the rate with the hawkers or the local traders. When he started to sampling or started his netting, then he became surprised that the size of katla become near about highest 15 kg and the lowest size was 8.5 kg, and the rui was 3.5 kg to 7.5 kg. Big head was of 18 kgs, black carp was of 18 kgs, and mrigala was 6 kgs according to his statement, but on that day I did not get the mrigala because the water depth was high. In his pond he maintained the water depth, that is more or less average 6.5 feet, and the size of the pond was 10 bigha. What is the benefit of this type of carp culture? That is, in which the number of fishes is lower, like only 8 fishes, then it requires most minimum feed amount, and the fishes get maximum oxygen and having the less deposition of fecal matter. And besides this, as the pond is near about 10 bigha, in which it is very much possible the creation of the inner flow of water in this pond by the wind blowing. When wind blows, and there are different type of waves, those are created in the pond, and at some stage it creates the inner flow, that is water flows or water having the waves reaches at the other part of the pond and it sinks, and then in such a continuous condition there occurs a mixing of water having ammonia or anything else. We maintain the bioflux system in the pond also, because it is, I think it is possible to become successful when it is maintained in the pond, that is the bioflux, having the natural wind support or oxygen support. We use molasses 50 gram per month, and which helps the heterotrophs bacteria to create the biofloc in the pond, which is the richest food, near about 35 to 40% feed protein in this biofloc. How he prepare, that is his fish feed. He made the feed that is farm made feed. You know, nowadays the rate or the expense of the fish feed become very high. It costing very high. We become the victim of syndicate also. All the ingredients besides this, the situation is of the different calamities. He is bound to prepare his feed in his own pond. What was his ingredients of his feed, farm made feed? He used rapeseed oil cake as the mainly protein source, and somewhat he mixed fish meal and the DORB, de-oiled rice bran, and including this a single amount of rice bran is mixed with it, and he fixed the protein inclusion level is near about 24 to 24.5% of protein. Previously we used simply DORB for the carbohydrate part, but nowadays it is found that the DORB is free of oil, and which also do not help the fishes to grow more and more. And if the farmer during his preparation of farm made feed, if he use the bran, that is automatic rice bran, then it is possible to get near about 25% of oily substances from the bran, which helps the growth of the fish and also increase the taste of the fishes. You will be surprised to know we generally sell the katla of 3 or 4 kgs near about 300 taka to 400 taka, but he got near about 750 taka per kg of katla and 400 to 600 for mrigal and 600 and more for the rui. And in case of big head and silver carp, he also got near about 400 taka per kg. This was his selling rate, and this is the preparation system of his farm made feed, and he maintained his culture for 18 months. Previously we tried to he also maintained the normal carp fattening, but this time in one pond for the test case he applied this one super carp fattening. What the benefit is here? Another one benefit is when the size of the fish increases more and more, then the rate increases more and more. If we sell 1 kg katla, they are near about 200 taka. When the katla becomes, suppose in case of in his pond, this is 10 to more than 10 kg, it become up to 800 taka per kg. This increment of rate fixed the value or the cost of per fish. When it is a 10 kg, it become a fish of 8,000 taka in Bangladesh currency. So in such a technique, we can also increase the rate of the fishes, and we become, or we can be able to culture the fishes in our pond. You know, the all the cost of the fish feed become very high, but if you want to sell the fish or want to culture the fish in a smaller size, then it is very much tough to sustain in this practice. But there is a precaution also. Most of the ponds are under pilferage or poaching of fishes. It is theft. When the fishes become larger and larger, then it is very tough to maintain or keep or the safety of the fisheries is very much risky. So if there be any possibility of one pond that is the fishes may be theft out, he should not take this step. He must grow his fish up to maximum 2 to 3 or 4 kg, and then he will sell out, then he will be saved. But if there be any capability, that is the size of the pond is more than 8 bigha or 10 bigha or more, like this one gentleman, you can culture or you can trial, you can take the trial. It is not necessary that it may be or may not be. It is fixed. It is possible, very much possible, to get a maximum size. But if it be any facing any social problem like thieving or anything else, it should not be. But if anyone can ensure that it is not in the risks of thieving, then he can take the step. Otherwise, we may be loser. So we should be aware of our production amount. After a long time, if you become loser, then it will be very much matter of sorrows. So I think, considering the cost of the fish feed, that is pellet feed, you can make your fish feed in your own farm, and you can culture. Some people may say that the pellet is very much essential, or it is very much beneficial because it does not lose and fishes can consume it. This is not correct one, because the fish has the capability, mainly the herbivorous fishes, it can catch all the suspended substances those are present in the pond or in water, and screening out by his gill present in under the operculum, in having any size, it can screen out and it can take it as its food. So if you made your farm-made feed, then it will be no possibility of losing and you can use it and you can successfully do it. Joybir Dhariwal, Mr. Joybir Dhariwal from India, he also requested me to make the post in English. So I am trying to giving you a short description. If you have any question, then you can ask me, and inshallah I will answer you. Thank you. Wish you good luck and successful fish culture and your health also. Assalamu alaikum.